All right. There we go. Yep. We're just how do you turn this thing off? Okay, there's the clicker. So hello. It is Monday. Is it Monday? No. Yeah. Is it? No. It's the 7th, whatever day that is. I think it's Monday. Man, I am so like, hold on. Let me put on my headphones. See? This is what happens when you spend all day preparing for a hurricane coming. Okay, that's better. So, yeah, if you don't know, if you don't live in Florida, you probably know. It's probably seen it all over. There's Milton on the way to Florida, and that jerk is coming in strong, okay? Which is fine. I understand Mother Nature likes to do its thing, but it's still kind of scary at times, You never know what's going to happen, or you just never know, right? So it can be a little scary for people, right? It is. The unknown is so scary. So since there is the possibility of losing power, I hope not, but there's a possibility, a strong possibility. I decided to make this episode of Shannon The Slayer in advance so that way I can edit it, post it, and it'll be ready for you on Friday. And hopefully the power will be back so I can create the new one for the next week. And, we're back on schedule. And, fingers crossed, everything will be okay. So with that said, I was like, you know what? As I am preparing for the storm, getting my flashlights ready and my candles and all the things, I was like, you know what? This is pretty much in correlation to acting, right? So overall, we are riding the storm or getting ready to ride the storm, and we're going to talk about the guide to being prepared. So acting like a hurricane survivor as an actor, right? So what the heck, Shannon? Let me tell. So while we're gathering supplies for the hurricane to do its thing, getting water, getting your, boxed foods, canned goods, all the things, you have to ask yourself, what do I need in order to, survive, to be okay through this? What are the things that are going to help me get through it when things get bad, right? So you got your essentials, like I said, the water, the canned goods, gasoline for your generators, all the things. And how does that relate to the acting side of things, though? I'll tell you. You have to be prepared in knowing your script, who you are, why you're talking about something. You got to look through, see where you're at, where you're going, what's the mood, the feeling of the script, and that sort of thing. When you're auditioning, when you're on the set, get ready to go on set, you have to be prepared in everything, right? You have to be prepared in knowing who your character is. You have to be prepared in if you have to find your own wardrobe, say if this is an indie production and they need you to do your own things, having your hair and makeup done for that, and just figuring out all the things you need to ensure your success on set. So as you're ensuring your safety to, during the hurricane, you're ensuring your key to success by being prepared. So be prepared, people. That's all I gotta say about that. And then it's the calm before the storm. Okay? It's that moment where you feel like everything is fine, dandy, everything's cool, but you have to be ready for it. Because like I said, you never know what's going to happen. So, being prepared for your acting. All right, we're already prepared. We got our supplies for the hurricane. We picked up the things around the house as best as we could. We did all that, but how does it imply for actors? Well, you're training, you're networking, making sure you have updated headshots, making sure that you are reaching out to people to support them, and little things like that aren't really little. They actually add up to big things, but we don't really think about it in the beginning, or like during when we're actually in our careers. We don't think about it because it's just one of those things. I mean, drop it in the comments below if you agree with me on that. But like your classes, your skill development, your networking, those are all things to prepare you for the eye of the storm, which is the production, because you have to be prepared. You have to be ready on set because you're the glue that's going to hold everything together. You are the one that has to be ready and know your shit on set, because if you don't and you kind of run around in the storm not knowing where to go, or who to go to on set when you first arrive, you don't know your lines, you keep forgetting the script, it's going to be bad. It's going to be chaos, right? So be prepared, and then you have to read the signs. Okay? So read the signs. If we are reading the signs on the television set, sometimes the weather people are wrong, but when it comes to a hurricane, they're usually pretty spot on until it makes it shift or, whatever. You don't really know, but they're pretty accurate, right? You have time to prepare, and you can make your adjustments. But you have to read the signs, right? So if you are in an evacuation zone and they're telling you to get out, that's a huge sign. And maybe if I'm near the water and I need to get out, I should go now. So reading the signs for the acting world is all about like learning the trends and staying ahead, like monitoring the weather patterns of where that thing is going, and just being able to see where you should go and what you should do based on what you're seeing in that moment. Look for the signs. Look for the signs. And let's see, what else do I have written down for you? I wrote these down because I was like, these are, yeah. Okay. So next point. You got to create your shelter. Okay. You got to build your support system. You have to have your friends, your mentors, your acting coaches. They are your shelter. Anybody else who doesn't support you in your journey, they're the storm. Okay. They're not your cover. So look for your shelter when it comes to acting. And the same thing goes for a hurricane. Look for shelter. Look for the community that provides you with stability and comfort and encouragement during the hard times whenever a storm might hit. Okay? And then you have to brace for the impact, because let's be honest, you never know what's going to happen. And you never know how hard it is going to hit. It could be just light wind and some rain, or it could be extremely, extremely high winds. And so you want to be prepared through all of that. So you have to brace for the impact. So strategies for coping with your rejection, because rejection's going to happen. It's going to happen all the time. And you have to learn how to cope with that and learn how to deal with the setbacks and just the aftermath of the storm of what, because you don't know. You don't know how hard it's going to hit you, but it will hit, and you have to learn how to cope with that. Okay. And there's there's moments where you are going to have to go through these times. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. It is life. It's Mother Nature, and you have to be prepared and just brace for that impact. And then not only that, once the storm actually hits, once it is time and the boom, arrives, you have to, I lost my screen. There we go. You have to actually do what? You have to rebuild. You have to rebuild, clean up the yard, just move forward. That's what you have to do. You have to pick up the pieces around the yard, just like you're picking up the pieces in your mind and your heart and your soul when it comes to your acting. Because yes, it's going to hurt when you get rejected and you're dealing with all of this stuff. But at the end of the day, you have to keep moving forward, because otherwise you're going to get stuck and you're going to feel like it's going to be hard regardless. But if you don't just immediately start picking up the pieces and knowing that this is for your improvement, your growth, you can look at it as, yes, I might have lost something in the storm, or I might have to rebuild something here, but this is an opportunity for me to grow. This is an opportunity for me to rise above all of this shit storm that's happened, that's flooded my house or taken my fence or, smashed my windows and whatever. You have to look at your acting career as these moments, yeah, they're going to happen, but I'm going to rise above it and I'm going to rebuild myself. I'm going to keep improving on my acting and my abilities and my skill, and I'm just going to keep going, right? Because at the end of the day, that's what we have. We have to keep going in order to succeed, okay? And that's a part of growth. That's a part of growth. So I want you to remember that. And lastly, just breathe. Okay, I know I say that a lot, but breath is important, first of all. And when you get scared or you feel like there's no way out of this moment or what is about to come or is happening, just breathe. And know that it's going to be okay. And just breathe through it. Whatever happens, happens. We can't dwell on the things that are about to happen. We can't dwell on the things that are unknown. We can't dwell on the things that are in the past or dwell on the things that we feel a certain way about, rejection or whatever. Just breathe and let it go. Whatever will be, will be. Que sera, sera. And yeah, that's what I have to say about that. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Wish me luck. I'm going to try not to get, into too much trouble during this storm. No, seriously, I'm truly, my heart goes out to everybody in Florida and whoever gets impacted by this storm and the previous storm. My heart goes out to you. I am in it with you. Know that I'm giving you my love and my support, and whatever you're going through, just know that this storm will pass. This storm will pass. Okay? And with that said, I will leave you. I hope you have a wonderful Friday, and hopefully I'll see you next week. But like I said, that depends kind of on the situation. But, I hope you have a great week ahead. Best of luck. Safe wishes to you all. Floridians out there who are going through this with me. And I will catch you next time. Oh, and be sure to let me know if you are ready to hear what I have in store for you, my actors. Oh, my lovely, talented actors. I'm so excited. It's about to drop very soon. I'm not telling you what it is, but it's about to drop soon. And I'm so freaking excited. I can't wait to share it with you. If you want to know more, drop in the comments below, get on my newsletter, and be sure to just get ready, okay? Because it's going to be awesome. I am so excited, and I'm working so hard to make this absolutely epic in every way possible. And it's going to be huge. And I can't wait to have you there. Okay, so with that said, which I said like so many times before, I should have been done with this episode by now. But you know me, I just love talking to you. All right, I'm going to skedoodle. I'm going to zip it and wish you the best week and weekend ahead. Yeah, weekend ahead now. And yeah, be safe, everybody. All right, love ya. Mwah.